Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, Music with Todd Ledbetter. Super glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we've got Eloy, Echoes from the Past. That's a 2023 release. I guess these guys have been around since the early 70s. Their first album is 1975 that I see here on Spotify. But reading a little bit about them, they got started in 71 or so. And they're from Germany. So let's take a listen to their very first song off their Echoes from the Past album. It's 9 songs, 48 minutes and 53 seconds. We're going to listen to Conspiracy. So let's get into Conspiracy with Eloy.
Significant moments pierce the darkness of oblivion. They return to our memory, riding on the wings of eternal, infinite light. They remain within us as everlasting echoes from the past. Chan. Something is brewing here. I clearly sense that no further military activity is desired, and the king has other plans. The armistice with Burgundy does not bode well, and points to a political intrigue. You are a nuisance to the conspirators who are on both sides. I'm very worried.
Now I see through and flying tensions, where the seed and betrayal, left alone in a dire situation. We were on the run.
Cool. You know, I've heard that song actually on Spotify when I'm listening to like Porcupine Tree or something, and the album gets done, and then or some kind of progressive rock band, and then it'll start shuffling songs. I've heard that before. It's very, very unusual to my ear, although I like it. I've heard it a few times, but now to really sit down and listen to it, it's very, very cool. I think, even though the singing is the vocals are a little kind of nasally, or but it's still good. I like unusual voices. I think some of the best singers have unusual voices. Some of the most famous singers have unusual voices. Tom Petty, Bob Dylan. List goes on. Jimi Hendrix, so and so, but I mean, so on and so forth. Not so and so, but musically, that song was really cool. The drums were really, really musical. I liked the very beginning where he did that big, real musical roll, but very good sounding drums, very well produced. The bass was really cool. There was kind of like an eeriness to the song, in my opinion. It's sort of eerie a little bit. And then maybe that goes with the conspiracy theme, almost like eerie, or like, what's that song, Secret Agent Man, that kind of thing, a little bit sort of like you're being chased, or something's somebody's after you, kind of thing. That song gave me and I think the bass lent a big part of that, but I thought the guitar chords were very, very unusual. Some of them very cool, different sort of chording, which I think gave a little bit of that eeriness to the song. Not to mention, but I will anyways, the keyboards. A lot of tinkly piano in there, and then also synths and things like that gave it sort of an overall sort of tension, sort of like you're about ready to get caught or something. That's kind of the feeling that song gives me, but I like it. I think it's a cool tune, very different. It kind of has a little bit of a a Pink Floyd sort of feel to it. In some sections, not really, but every once in a while, there's like, oh, that's that chord belongs to Pink Floyd, but it just sounded a little bit like that. But then it kind of veered off into its own song, into its own group, and I mean, these guys have been around just about as long as Pink Floyd, so And they've actually got a new album, so probably been around longer as a band. Even though I think the lead singer guitar player is the only original member, over all those years, which, is to be expected, but I liked it. Very cool tune. I'd like to hear some more of. I know I've probably heard some other Eloy on the sort of on Spotify, random stuff. So it may pop up again where I've heard that song too. But it's interesting that I've heard this song off their new album. It's getting played on Spotify. That's cool. Of course, I'm always playing like prog stuff, so it's always funneling me that stuff. So that explains that. Anyways, thank you so much. A cool tune, and I liked it a lot. Eloy with a brand new album out. I think it's remarkable that these guys have been around so long and that they're still putting out fresh new music. That's so cool. Really cool to me. I think that's just mind-boggling and super inspiring. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that kind of stuff. Click the hat up there. You can go to my website and check out some of the things I make. I make hats, jewelry, and do woodwork. Also, check out my Patreon if you're so inclined to follow me over there. Would love it. But thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you think of Eloy and what you think of this song. And some of these bands that have been around a long time, people are saying, you got to hear their older stuff. It's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and I will eventually down the line. But I'm on that 2023 kick, so that's where we're at right now. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye-bye.